The battle of the Arnold Classic champions. What a comparison this is, guys. And I thank you, the viewer, for this little matchup. Part of your fan requested Friday, to be honest with you. Cedric McMillan, 2017. And of course, Brandon Curry, 2019. Maybe in both cases, their best ever versions. Wow. What a difficult one to judge. I mean, Did you guys see that? Huh. Interesting. Anyway. Judging by the front relaxed position, it's going to be a battle because, in my opinion, I think Brandon has the edge in the upper body. Keep in mind he's a lot shorter, but he looks almost as big in the arms, pecs, things of that nature. Small waist, but look at the wheels. Look at the size difference of those babies. So it could be an interesting matchup. Let's go through these shots. There is so many different angles you could hit this one. A lot of people prefer the crouch down onto the abs, a la Cedric McMillan. Arnold Schwarzenegger hit this, but Arnold kind of hit the vacuum as well sometimes. And Brandon Curry, he's opening up. He's a smaller guy, so I think this helps with the expansion. The outer silhouette definitely helps in a lineup. But if you ask me, Cedric McMillan, with the obliques, I mean, come on, guys. And not to mention the wheel size, but I would wager to say there is a slight imbalance in those wheels of Cedric McMillan. But I mean, come on, a lot bigger. Brandon's wheels are drier, and if you were there live on stage, there would be a definite edge in condition of those wheels. Front lat spread. Cedric, he is good, guys. I often do this comparison with the 2017 Arnold's Classics. Come on, Billy, fall into position. And he usually runs roughshod on everybody because each pose he looks great, but Brandon Curry, very underrated. He looks good in the front double. He looks outstanding in this front lat spread. This is almost a standard. If the IFBB wanted a symbol for their front lat spread, it would be this big rubbly round, a rubbly browned. Caught myself before I said that one, but I go ahead and say it anyway. Yeah. Again, I personally would go with Curry as opposed to Cedric. Well, not again. I'm kind of leaning towards Cedric in the front double. Here is the side chest development. This is a tight little race. The size of the wheels, not as evident, not as prevalent, I guess you could say. No sing, because from the side, Brandon, he looks not too shab, and like I said, guys, he has, like I said, Lee Priest, he has the thinner skin, and he has the things of that nature. Cedric has the size. Side tricep. Can't believe that I've never done this comparison before. Kudos to you guys. This is a tight race. Obviously, Cedric is going to be so much bigger. He's so big. He's not that big. Wasn't as big as me. But taller than you, Jay. But, yeah. The size goes to Cedric, but that thin skin, it's like fish scaly skin for Brandon Curry. Go to the back. Yes. Good race, guys. Good race. Cedric, his back lat ultimately does defeat a lot of people based on the size. They have similar shaped glutes. Similar shaped pointy glutes. Looks like an upside down kitty cat. The little points are their ears. But when you compare the two, Brandon has a bigger back on a much smaller frame. So it renders it much more impressive. Here's the rear double. And again, guys, size of the wheels for sure goes to Cedric. But size of that upper body on a much smaller frame, that's a bigger back. It is. Good hard back for Cedric McMillan. Good hard back. And the delts look good on both guys. I just did a comparison between Kevin Levrone and Victor Martinez, and I never mentioned the delt difference. And I usually go through these before I record this and give you guys my little, my take on it. But I meant to mention those delts, so I apologize, guys. I even seen a comment. I let you guys down on that one. Kevin's delts were awesome. But similar here, and maybe an edge in condition for Brandon Curry and the size of that back as well. Here's the abs and thigh, and it seems like this is one of those duels. Every pose. In both cases, when I do a comparison with these two, I'm surprised how good they are in every single shot. Not a weak pose on these dudes at all. Little more cut in the abs for Cedric. And I like that quad much better. But the V-taper, bigger lats, more of a V-taper, tighter waistline, or not a tighter waistline, a smaller Victorian waistline. Will Wheaton, you knew it was coming. Abs and thigh would go to toss up, I guess. Here's the most muscular, and every single pose, guys. It's like a fencing match or a UFC fight when they go and every round is the same. They're pretty close on all of them. Who you gonna call? Who you gonna pick? And here's the wow. Did I missize it? I think Brandon leans down a little bit more. Maybe I missized it, but I don't know. His legs look pretty small. There is an asymmetry of those quads of Cedric McMillan. Either that or he's just hiding his other leg. He's hiding his left quad. He's bringing out his right quad, much bigger. So does that affect this matchup? When it's that close, I guess you do have to look for little things like that. And an imbalance. I mean, neither guy has calves, like huge calves, things of that nature. I don't want to be rude to these dudes. But I mean, if that was a tiebreaker, I could say, if one guy has bigger calves, I'll give it to him. But I don't know, guys. Curry. I'll give it to Curry because of that. But ultimately, Cedric McMillan, much bigger. Certain ways. A smaller guy with just as big muscles, I guess he's bigger, in a way. Not the wheels. Close one, maybe as close as they come. You'd have to see these two dudes live on stage. And if it is overwhelming the condition, obviously that's not going to happen, guys. And don't take it personally. Someday, even Mark's Max Muscle will die. So it's, not to be taken personally. Or lightly, for that matter. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. You know I love you, right? I know you guys don't all love me, but that's how it works, if you know what I'm saying. So, sing.